So I say that this is beta 1, and supposedly I'm assuming that beta 3 is greater than beta 2. So this is beta 1 plus beta 2, and this is beta 1 plus beta 3. So this point somewhere. So basically I can see that there is a change in the intercept and not in the slope. So if you can see that. So therefore these betas which are attached to the dummies are known as differential intercepts, because they change the intercept of the dummy, right? So supposedly now I ask you, all right, take an example for the following. So the example is the following. I have y is equal to 4500 minus 2500 d2i plus 1500 d3i, everything remaining the same. I am talking about three different regions. And now I ask you, alright, tell me the average salary of West. So you put d2i equal to 0, you put d3i equal to 0, and you get the average salary of West. Notice that betas can also be negative. As in this case, I have a negative beta. So now you get the average salary of the West. Supposedly I ask you, tell me the average salary of North. And remember, just notice that I'm using average because this is how I used to interpret betas. That so when I had a simple model that y is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2 x, when I had this simple model, what did I say? That when x changes by 1 unit, y on an average changes by beta 2 units. So I need to use this word average. Alright, so average salary of the North is this. Now supposedly I ask you, what is the average salary of South? Then you put the d3i equal to 1, you put d2i equal to 0, and you get average salary of the South. So notice that nothing is changing except the intercepts. I haven't really mentioned anything about the slope. All that is happening is to the intercept. So only qualitative term was introduced. Now caution, you have to use the number of dummies should be 1 less than the number of qualitative variable. So variable, the salary you get depend on whether male or female. Supposedly I am saying that okay, salary changes with gender, and say it depends on whether you are a male or whether you are a female. Then there are two qualitative variables. I should only introduce one dummy. So introduce only one dummy. For example, here yi is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2 d2i plus ui. So d2i is 1 if male and 0 if female, and you can clearly see this, that if I have to find out the average salary of females, it would be beta 1. If I have to find out the average salary of males, it would be beta 1 plus beta 2. So one dummy would basically suffice to do the entire thing. Okay. Otherwise, if you don't do this, if you don't introduce one dummy and instead introduce two dummies for two variables, you might basically incur something which is known as the dummy variable trap, which is nothing but the problem of multicollinearity. So basically this is what you should remember, that you must introduce the number of categories, number of dummies, one less than the number of categories. So supposedly you have yi is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2 d2i plus beta 3 d3i, and say what am I doing? I just have two categories, male and female, and I end up introducing two dummies, d2i and d3i, and I say okay, d2i is 1 if male and 0 if female, and d3i is just the opposite, 1 if female and 0 if male. If I do this, I introduce two dummies, then let's see what happens. Supposedly I ask you, what is the average salary of males? You tell me beta 1 plus beta 2, putting d2i equal to 1 and d3i equal to 0. Now I ask you, what is the average salary of female? You tell me it is beta 1 plus beta 3, putting d3i equal to 1 and d2i equal to 0. So if you now see, and I just formulate this entire thing in terms of matrix, I would get this. So for the first row, beta 1 is, so beta 1 coefficient is 1, beta 2 coefficient is 1, and beta 3 coefficient is 0. For the second row, beta 1 coefficient is 1, beta 2 coefficient is 0, and beta 3 coefficient is 1. If you clearly see, it is not a full rank matrix, because the maximum rank that you can give to the matrix is 2, whereas it's a 3 cross 2 matrix, 2 cross 3 matrix. So whenever it is not a full rank matrix, there is a problem of